Hello.
Hey. Hello, Haley and everybody.
I'm so excited.
too.
Gosh, it feels so crazy to be back on like YouTube with you right now.
I know, right? It's been a while.
It really has. Let's say hi to the chat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's my brother.
Hi.
I love that he's like the first comment.
Yeah.
Hey Phil.
Hey.
We have Sheena.
Hi, Sheena.
Oh, thanks for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you.
My
mom.
Hi.
Of course, a lot of family in here. Ready?
Love it. Hey DJ Leagues.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, wow. Okay, so we're doing this. I'm excited.
I know. This is crazy.
I know. How's the beginning of the year been for you?
Okay. I mean, it's been pretty busy just like with work already and stuff like that. This year we're gonna start going in like hybrid for work. So going like 2 times a week, which is gonna just be like a new schedule and like having to commute and things like that. Although I'm excited about that because it's gonna give me more time to read.
Yeah.
Being on the train for like an hour. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty quiet, I would say. How about you?
You also have a comic store right by your work. So
Yeah, I mean that's good too, but also kind of dangerous.
I love like every time I'm texting Candace and she's like, maybe I'll just go to Graham Cracker after work. And I'm like, you should totally.
I mean, I don't get to go as much anymore because I used to work downtown like all the time, and now it's like every so often. So gotta go.
Oh, we have Unofficial Geek here.
Hi.
Yeah, no, this year has been super busy. I feel like I wasn't prepared. Like I just dove into like work and I was just like, what? I don't even know how the first week flew by, but
Yeah,
I'm so excited to start the year off with you and the show.
Yeah.
So we're going to show off all of the like kind of like nerdy, but also comic stuff that we got for Christmas from people or just kind of any pickups because there was a few sales that happened during like Christmas vacation that we were buying some comics. And then we're going to talk about our collecting goals for this year, which looks so different from last year for me. I don't know that if you had any goals for last year, but for me, I was looking back at my video that I made of like what I was like hoping to collect and like what I wanted for myself. And I feel like it's not like a total like reversal, but it does look very different.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't even know if I had a lot of specific ones. I feel like some of them are similar, but for the most part, it was like me trying to like hit a certain number of reading, and I don't even think I did that last year. So I feel like this will hold me better accountable for sure.
Oh, definitely. Well, let's dive into it. Oh, Sheena, thank you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
We are going to kind of like show some stuff. I'll show some stuff and kind of go back and forth. But do you want to start us off?
Sure. Like always, I always have a pile next to me.
Yeah, I have like a little small mountain of items. I'm like,
and some of the things are from Haley that are in this pile.
Oh yeah, let's show off our gifts first, like from each other. I would love that.
Although I did leave some of the like the item things, not the reading stuff. That's okay.
Good morning, Gary.
Hi, Gary. Okay, so the first thing that Haley got me. Well, let's see. No, there's not. There's a little bit of a glare. Let me see if I can take it out so you guys can see better. Is a Sabrina Christmas comic.
I mean, everyone needs a Christmas comic on Christmas.
Of course, everybody hopefully knows by now how much I love like witches and stuff like that. And of course, Sabrina is one of the first ones I loved, of course. So Haley got me a Sabrina's Christmas Magic comic, and I'm trying to see what year that was. It's from 1981, which I love. Yeah, but
I love that cover.
So she got me that because she's been helping me get a lot of like the older comics for sure that I have not bought myself. And then I'm showing the big book.
Oh yeah, I was so excited. You're like, Candace and I were talking to, and she was like, I kind of want this for Christmas, and I was like, noted. And then immediately ordered.
I was like, I don't know if I want to ask you for this, but Haley actually has one of these, and I was been eyeing it for like a year, I swear. And I haven't treated myself to it, so Thank you, Haley, for getting me the Marvel by Design, which, of course, not only just because it's Marvel, but it's a graphic design book, which I love being being a creative and a graphic designer. So it's a really cool book. It's really thick too, and it has for anyone that doesn't know, it has just like a history of Marvel in it. Talks about their layout, their logos, the anatomy of a comic book. It's really cool. So I am excited to just keep diving through that, because so far I've been flipping through and I'm like, oh my God, just like nerding through it. So, I mean, even when I was at Haley's after I got this, I was like flipping through it because I couldn't wait. So yeah, really love that.
I was excited. It's a perfect coffee table book. And then just because you've been doing so much more like creative designing on the side, I
exactly
was so pumped to give that to you.
It's so inspirational too, like especially seeing a bigger company like Marvel and like what kinds of stuff they've done. So really cool. Let's see. I left some of your other stuff in the other room.
No,
so,
I know. I have.
We're gonna Haley gave me some other fun stuff with Kiki's delivery service. Got me these really cute DG socks and bracelets and stuff like that. So, and then Hi Morgan. Okay, and then let's see. We both have this book. You can show yours too.
Okay. So yeah.
That Haley got me. I mean, that would have been funny if we both got each other that, but
yeah.
But no. So you want to talk about a little bit about this book, Haley, because you know a little bit more than I do, but I'm really excited about it.
So I had seen this in a bunch of bookstores, and I was kind of just like curious about it, just because I was like, I kept seeing it, and then I looked up reviews, and a bunch of people really, really love this Legends and Lattes. It's basically like a cozy fantasy slice of life. That. Which is exactly like Candace's bag. Like, she loves slice of life. She likes, fantasy that's just like feel good. And so that's exactly what this is. So I'm really excited. And it was like the Barnes and Noble exclusive. So it had like the flaps.
And then you can't see it, the little, what do you call these again?
Deckled edges.
Deckled edges, yeah.
Yeah, so I figured we could read it together. It's not like too long, and what is it? It says a novel of high fantasy and low stakes, and I really love it. And one of the like blurbs is like a big-hearted story about the small things in life and a lovingly written ode to the genre. I was like,
that sounds good to me. Yeah, so I'm really excited. So of course, thank you for getting me this so that we could read it together.
I was like, that is something you wouldn't expect. I was like, we'll do all the comic stuff, and then I was like, and then I'll get you a book.
Oh yeah, of course. That was the stuff from you. Do you want to go, or do you want me to keep continuing with my?
I'll show them what you got me.
Oh now. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
So like Candace, I also left some stuff that's like in my my bathroom. She got me ColourPop makeup lipstick set, and then a case for it. And Unofficial Geek, we are actually like chatting about it. If people are interested who are watching, put in the chat that if you guys would be into a book club for the show, or just like with us, because we've talked about it a bunch and we do like reading a lot of the same things. So if that's the case, I think Legends and Lattes might be
the first too. One. Yeah.
So just like let us know in the chat if this is something that you'd be interested in reading. And then we would love to host. Hi, Charlie.
Hey.
Oh, my dad showed up.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Dad. Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, that's okay. I love that our family
I know
for this. This makes me happy.
So supportive. Thank you.
So she got me a bunch of like ColourPop lipsticks, and I have never like used ColourPop before. I love ColourPop.
I swear by it.
So cute.
It's one of my favorite brands. So I was like, because that's literally what I wear like all the time, just because it's really good, and they always have like really like nerdy collabs like with Disney and Star Wars, and some of the one I'm wearing today is the Muppets.
Yeah, they have the Winx coming out, which you said you didn't watch Winx, but I watched Winx.
Not as much, probably.
I love the Winx. So I was like, oh my God, they have like a Winx set coming out.
And it's like really, for anyone who doesn't know, it's like really like pretty affordable pricing, but like really good quality. So of course I wanted to share that with Haley.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that people are down. Sheena likes book clubs. Payne App says down for a book club.
Nice.
Hey, Regin.
Oh,
okay. Hi. Well, I think we might have to do it, Candace.
I guess we have to do it.
Very excited.
Awesome.
So she got me all of that, but it's again in my bathroom. But one of the things I'm really excited about she got is the Scotty Young Little Marvel Standy Punch Out book. So you have them and you can punch them out and set them around the house. So I love this. They're so freaking cute. I mean, Scotty Young is adorable. Look at that Scarlet Witch. I love that Vision just like straight chilling. So this is adorable. So I'm really excited. I still have it. Her and I were talking. If like whether or not like we should punch them out. Or
yeah, because I bought one for myself, of course, too.
I love Deadpool. I think he might be one of like my favorite. Like,
yeah,
Scotty.
Oh, they're just so adorable. I mean, I'm in between. Like, if I want to like be able to punch it out and like use it for posts or just to display, but then I'm like, it looks so good in the book too.
Exactly. So I still have to figure that out. I also have like Funko Pops like low key everywhere. So I'm like, where am I gonna? Oh, we have Morgan. Yes. Okay. We are going to do a book club for Legends and Lattes, and Unofficial Geek asked if both of our families are into comics. So my parents are not into comics necessarily, but they do. My dad thinks it's like really cool, like all of the like nerd stuff, and like he's into like kind of like Batman, like the old school Batman. And he likes like Legos. Like him and my stepmom will sometimes do Lego sets together.
Oh, I love
like
that.
the Back to the Future one or like the Nintendo. So it's like nerd culture for sure. My dad's into video games. And Candace's mom is into a lot of really cool stuff too. I know that.
Oh yes. Yeah, because I've shared this with a lot of you guys already, but like she's the one that got me into comics with the Archie comics, but like when I was younger. So that really stuck with me. And she still likes to read comics. Just not as often, but she likes to collect still some of the Archie ones, or like she likes reading like Lady Killer, things like that. So, and then my dad doesn't read them, but he does like to collect them just for like covers and things like that if he can find them at a good price. But yeah, so both my parents, they love that kind of stuff too.
I love it. The other thing that Candace got me, which I was really excited about, are Katie Keene comics. So when her and I went shopping at a comic shop actually right by Candace, I had found some like old school Katie Keenes, and I was really pumped. So she got me a Christmas one because, you know, her and I think alike, we both needed Christmas comics. And then the Katie Keene wedding issue. So I think these are from the 80s.
Yes.
And what's really cool is that an issue from this specific run I read when I was a kid. So I was really into. So these are awesome. So I can kind of like
cool.
I kind of want to put together that like little Katie Keene run from the 80s now.
I know, me too. Because I haven't really read too much of her yet, but I think I would want to focus on the 80s ones too. Plus, like when of course I bought yours, I bought some for myself too. So like they're just really cute covers and stuff. So hopefully that'll be something that we'll read.
Yeah, I feel like often Candace and I are collecting the same series alongside each other.
I know.
Then, like, we're buying each other issues. And then at some point we end up forgetting, do you have this or do I have that? Or do we both have this? Have we bought this before? Because that's happened with our Dazzler runs like continuously.
Oh, yeah, like, all the time. That, Miss Marvel. Just
exactly.
Like all the same things.
At this point, it's like we just buy like several comics. It's like, okay, what do you not have and what do I
exactly
have? All right. Do you want to show off another gift that you got?
Sure. Okay. Let's see. Okay, well, speaking of Archie, my mom got me the Archie Encyclopedia, which I really wanted. But basically, it has everything you need to know about Archie and like the TV shows and things like that. I would say for the most part, everything is in here. But basically, yeah. So let me see if I can. So it's really cute. It's a little, there's a little bright in here, but it has like notebook pages basically inside, and then it goes through like all of the different series and things.
Oh, that's really cool. I love how it goes through so much, not just like the comics.
Oh yeah, like, and it has like a whole like character like I guess like section, like even let's see, Katie Keene is in here,
our girl.
And then I was just like flipping through it and I was like reading it, and like some of them like I've never heard of some of these characters in my life because it's like the smallest like characters that they even mention, or some of them were actually like I was because I've watched like some of Riverdale. But I was like looking at some of the characters that were in here, and I actually realized that those were some of the characters' names in Riverdale that were like side characters, and I was like, I didn't even know that was an actual character. So I'm actually learning a lot from this, and it's pretty sick.
That's really cool that you're learning a lot, considering I know how much you like read and love.
Oh yeah,
Archie.
I mean, yeah, I definitely did think I knew like everything. Because yeah, there's just so many characters, but it's really cool that it covers all the main ones. Oh
hey John, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have a lot of fun going through this, and like I hope I get to like yes, it's really fun. And like super easy read too. Yeah, and just a lot of like great imagery. But yes, highly recommend that.
Definitely a must have for any Archie.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna see if hopefully this will show up because it's a little small. But my mom also got me.
That's so cute. Oh my god.
Yeah, this cute little. It's like an ornament, but I'm gonna of course like actually put it like up on like a board or something. But yeah, it has like my name on it and a bunch of books. I think she said she got it from Etsy. Let's see if I have a card that's from this person.
Lady Fantastic.
I don't think it. I may not say actually who it is, but I'll have to find that out. But really cute, and it's all wooden, so
I really like that. That's so cute,
little,
and it looks like you.
Oh yeah, it has like my thicker glasses and my short hair. So, that's fun. Okay, let's keep going, or do you want to show anything?
Is that? Do you want to like kind of do like from person to person? We kind of like hop back and forth.
I mean, I have one more thing that I wanted to show from her. So let's
yes, yeah.
Okay. No, I don't think I didn't show this to you yet. Yeah. So this is a charmed picture book that I've really been wanting. It's of course it's very adorable. I mean, sure, I guess this could be for kids, but it's for me. It's really really cute. I've been eyeing it for a while, but it's basically about
adorable.
I know it's about when Prue, Piper, and thank you. Prue, Piper, and Phoebe were kids, and just like I actually haven't read. I don't know exactly what happens yet. I haven't read it, but yeah, just like what happens when they were young witches. But what I didn't know about until I like took off the dust jacket, which gotta always take off the dust jacket because you never know. It looks like the book.
I love that. Oh gosh, you have to be obsessed, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I saw like a little bit of green peeking out under the dust jacket, and I was like, no way, did they do that? And it's just like the back of the book, but really cool detail. So, of course, as a charm collector, I had to get that, or I had to ask for that. And so I'm glad that I got that for Christmas from both my parents.
Oh, that's awesome. Your mom did such a great job.
Oh yeah.
You're like, as always. Okay, yeah, so from my parents, I'm so mad. So it's like over in the other room, but my dad got me the Pandora Marvel ring, like the Thanos like gauntlet. So I've been like wearing that nonstop, and I think it's so cute, but I don't have it with me to show, and I feel so bad because it's so pretty. But the other thing that he got me, and I've been like, Candace knows, I've been like wanting this like for the last year, but I just like haven't pulled the trigger.
Yes.
Is the Infinity Gauntlet Lego set. I am so excited to do this. Like when I first moved into my apartment, I have the Iron Man statue head like Lego set, and it fell and all the pieces went everywhere, and I picked everything up, but I haven't rebuilt it. So I am excited to kind of to maybe do this and then put like the rebuild the other one at the same time. So maybe we do a Lego build. Maybe we get Justin. I know Candace has some Legos that she needs to build.
Yeah, I always have some. I have a whole box of like Harry Potter ones that are waiting to be built.
Oh my gosh, Lady Fantastic. That's exciting that you got a new shelving system. I love organizing.
Oh, it's the best.
It is. It's very therapeutic.
Yeah, very satisfying.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Raging. I felt like you would
Oh,
appreciate the
I'm not
Legos.
surprised.
Oh, Nimesh, it's so good to see you.
Hi.
I'm happy to hear that you got the Iron Man gauntlet.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool. Yeah. So that was it for my parents. That was like the kind of like geeky stuff. They did get me what I'm really pumped about was like a Kindle Oasis, and anyone who knows Victoria from Read Across the Stars, it's the same kind of Kindle that she has. And now I also bought the same case as her because I loved her pink little case. So I was DMing her. I was like, we're matching, and it makes me so happy.
Awesome.
So what else did you get, Candace?
Okay, so next up is from my boyfriend. Okay, so now I'm supposed to take these out, so we're gonna hopefully we can see it through the box. But okay, so everyone might know by now that I love Chrissy Zulo. So I asked my boyfriend to get me these figures that she has. But of course I didn't know if I was actually gonna get them. But he got me the Chrissy Zulo DC figures. Two of them that I'm gonna show.
Cool.
So I'm gonna see if this comes on camera because I was supposed to take this out, but no. Basically, let's see if it shows up. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's not bad. So inside, well, first of all, these do also come in color, but I really like the black and white. It's really cool. And then each of them comes with a little print, which is right. Yeah, you can see a little one right there.
I love that so much.
Yeah, and then here, yeah, I wanted to do a deeper dive. Yeah, she's so cool. Deeper dive on like Instagram showing like the full detail. But yeah, she's detachable from yeah, Chrissy is the best. I love her stuff so much. So yeah, she has like a little detachable bike that she can go on, which is really cool.
I love that.
Yeah,
really
they all
adorable.
come in color.
I also love Batgirl, and Chrissy Zulo's rendition of her is so cute.
Oh yeah, I love it so much. So okay, these are the main characters that you can get. And they also come in
Carlos.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. He loves these too. But yeah, you can get all these and then in the color form as well. I don't know if I'll ever eventually get the color ones, but maybe. So then he also got me Supergirl.
So cute.
Which is adorable. Like, I've been wanting these for a long time, and I was hoping to get them even at C2E2 so that she could like sign them.
Oh,
I mean, I guess I could bring this back if I want to haul this. But because I think the signature that's even on the print is like, I think it's like a pre-printed signature. Yeah, I feel like I need to read more Batgirl for sure. Yeah, so this one, she comes with her little cat, which honestly, you guys could let me know. I forget what the cat's name is, but yeah, it's really cute. They all come with like a little extra like thing, like, you know, her Batgirl's case, it's the bike and there's the cat. So yes. He did good. And there's still like one more thing from him. So yeah, that I love and I need to display because I've been slacking and open the box. But they look really good inside too with the whole display. So I definitely want to do like, close-ups of everything because it's really cool. Oh yeah, I see that.
I could totally see that. Yeah, I love those. Those are so cute. And I can't wait to see how you end up displaying them.
Oh yeah,
I know. Shelving is really cool.
With the shelving, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put everything. Okay, so then, she didn't just give me that. Which I don't know, you didn't see this either, Haley. I don't think
I did, because you only showed me the Zulo.
Yeah, I didn't. So I also really love, this is like always, I feel like every time I'm on here, I list all the things that I'm really obsessed with. But is that for real what it's called? So I really love Scott Pilgrim, like literally just like all the things with Scott Pilgrim, the toys, the movie, well, the movie is what got me into reading the comics, and then the video game. I have like a hoodie that I wear like to death with that has Scott Pilgrim, like everything. So they've made a lot of like figures for Scott Pilgrim. They have like Funkos and stuff, but they also have made like extra like action figures, and some of them can go like up in price a lot. So I was wanting a specific one, but then Carlos ended up finding this one instead, which is still like a really good one to have. But basically, I took her out. This I took out is Ramona Flowers.
He's so cute. Oh my gosh.
I am obsessed. So it came in this box, which has some extra hands left in it, that you could change out for, depending on how you want to pose her. And then I really like the back also, because it has the comic. Like, how cool
that is adorable. I love the box.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite, like, I think comic characters in general.
Mm-hmm.
I just love her little outfit. I feel like one day I should totally do like a cosplay of her.
I could totally see you doing a cosplay of her. Absolutely.
Like,
so,
really fun.
this
is cute. It has her little package, which if you look, you're not gonna be able to see it here, but if you look really close, you can actually see that it says like Scott's name and everything, because that's how they kind of meet, I guess. So yeah, and then she comes with her little bag and a bat. Yes, and then she's pretty articulated. Her legs aren't. But her arms are, and like I said, you can switch out the hands and her head. So really nice figure. And there's a Scott one as well, but I love her so much.
It's so cute. Oh, I love it. I love it.
So thank you, Carlos. Good job. Little bag of yes. Yeah, definitely. That's a smart thing. Yeah.
I never know what to do with the extra parts. I just leave them in the box.
Because I don't want to lose them. Plus, I'm not like I'm going to get rid of the box. It's a really awesome box.
Yeah.
So I think actually, to be honest,
like where to store the boxes.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think because the back is so cool. First of all, it just makes it like a good background.
It definitely does.
I might do that. Oh, and for anyone, the brand is what is? I don't even know what the brand is. It says ISH. Is the brand? I actually didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, that's everything. All the gift stuff anyway.
I also got a statue for Christmas, and so my friend Patrick got me my first ever like real statue, which is Laura Kinney, and it has it says like the sink. Like little sound effect.
Oh, I love that so much. That's really clever.
Yeah, and then it also came with like another head where it's like it's actually her face and it's like her sticking her tongue really out. Cool. I love this. Also, this what is it? This brand, it's like Bushihiro or something like that. They make Squirrel Girl and Miss Marvel, and down the rabbit hole I was online looking at these because I love it. I put it next to my Laura Kinney All New Wolverine Omnibus by Tom Taylor. So I love just like putting them next to each other.
It looks perfect like that.
So cool. I love Laura Kinney so much. And this is a really cool statue. It was the first statue I've ever owned. Like I recently I have Funko Pops, but I've kind of held back on getting into the statue game or even toys, like the action figures. And I recently got right before it was the evil Gwenpool action figure that she has mini Gwenpool in her hand, and that was the first time I ever kind of really bought an action figure toy. And so I'm like, oh god, it's happening now, I want more.
Plus, I love that stuff, so
totally agree. Yeah, I know. And then I go to Candace's house and I'm like, really
Carlos love that stuff.
X is gonna give it to you. Absolutely. I love that. So he also gave me a bunch of comics, which was really, really kind. He gifted me the Dark Phoenix, X-Men,
Nice.
which I'm excited to read and add to my X-Men collection. I was missing this issue of Moon Knight. Like I couldn't get, I own like all of the issues of Moon Knight after and before, but I did not have this and my LCS was out of it. So
Okay.
he had grabbed it for me, which was so kind.
Yeah.
And then we had gone bookstore shopping and he ended up like picking out some stuff that we went to like some like used bookstores. He was like, "Oh, like you just need to read this, so I'm getting it for you." The Astonishing X-Men volume, like Astonishing X-Men Gifted and Dangerous.
So
So I'm excited to read these.
Are those like older comics or?
Yeah, I think they're the. What are they like? Let's see. What is
like
the year?
90s or?
Maybe.
Just curious.
No, 2004. So it seems like early 2000s.
Very cool. I really like that cover with his claw.
So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, John, it was really thoughtful gifts and really, really great. And then the last thing that he gifted was the Sixth Gun over at Challengers Comics. They I guess like really, really love this series. And so he was like, you should read it. It's kind of like a Western adventure.
Oh, cool.
Like noir, I think, but this is totally not on my radar. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I never heard of that one. It's by Omnipress, it looks like. Yeah, which I really love their stuff.
Oh yeah. Josh Whedon wrote it.
Okay.
Ooh, I am excited.
Ooh.
Sixth Gun underrated series. Yeah, they
get to know.
Are such fans. So I'm excited to read it. Yeah, so that was like such amazing and thoughtful gifts from Patrick, and it was so fun. We had gone on like comic book, like adventuring bookstore hunting, like a couple days after we did our exchanges. And so I'll just, since I did this with him, I'll also show you the comics that I picked up when we hung out together. I went to First Aid Comics in Hyde Park and I picked up the Deadpool family one shot. I've kind of been more interested in Deadpool recently in some ways because I really like Gwenpool. And yeah, so I picked that up. It seemed cute. I picked up the Amazing Spider-Man. I just love the cover with Miles and Peter.
Oh, wow, that's different.
Yeah, I thought that was so cute. I'm not a huge like Spider-Man like reader, so but that cover was really cute.
I like Spider-Man.
I couldn't tell because of your shirt.
In case you were wondering.
The Immortal X-Men, I love this cover. So
I love that too.
I had to pick it up. Like I love the kind of Victorian
nice
vibes. And then I started this series and I just wanted to kind of like binge it, Exterminators. So when I went to the comic, it has Dazzler and Jubilee and Laura Kinney, and then there's somebody else who
I just learned about like all these new X-Men series just now. There's so many.
You were never into Deadpool until you had Uncanny X-Force by I didn't realize Rick Remender wrote an X-Force run. What? I need to read that like immediately. I love Rick Remender. I'm so shook. Okay. Wow. That's awesome. So those are the things I got when I was with Patrick. We went bookstore hunting. I actually made a vlog. So that will be coming out hopefully this week.
See that.
Yeah, it was super fun. Yes, please share the video that you made on that run because I would love to just know more. Yeah, the Immortal X-Men cover, it's exactly that.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Do you have more to showcase? I have a few more too, but
I brought just stuff that was like things I picked up recently. If you want me to go with that. Okay. So I'm trying to think if I've actually partook in any sales I don't think I did though, to be honest. But I've been really trying to like I not get as much for a little bit because with the holidays, like I just needed to like calm down a bit. But
that is fair. Me,
I
not so much. I was like, Barnes and Noble has a 50%
oh,
off.
I was so tempted. Like so
I know. I texted you. I was like, I'm going to Barnes and Noble right
yeah. I
now.
was like, yeah, you do that. I can't do that. Okay, so actually, like I think it was like Friday. I got this in the mail. Oh God, now I'm forgetting who's has this. What's their name? I'm literally blanking on where I got this from, but maybe someone knows. But I actually I pre-ordered like 3 comics, and one of them was hold on, I can glare.
Oh, is that like a Scooby Doo?
Yeah. So
oh, I love that.
Archie gets me every time because they have the best, like, I mean, at least in my opinion, I like homage covers. And this one was just really, really cute because yeah, it has like basically all the main ones of Veronica and Jughead and his dog, Hot Dog, and
That is so
Archie,
cute.
and then Mr. Lodge, Veronica's dad is the one that's in the ropes. And then this was a variant for the Weirder Mysteries, which is a new series that's basically I think it's inspired by the they did the Archie's Weird Mysteries series. I think I'm not sure, I can't remember what year that was, but it had like an animated series and comics that I've started like that's one thing I wanted to continue collecting as well. But yeah, so they continued the series now. This is a newer comic, but I had to get it. Like there was a bunch that I got. Where did I get? Oh, Stadium Comics.
Thanks, John.
Nice. So they got me with that one. Okay, and this one I really wanted to get because not only because it was cool, but my boyfriend loves Pokemon and I love Sabrina. So they had this really cool cover.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
As you can see, it's incredibly shiny and it has like it's embossed into the cover. Let's see which. Oh, I think this was yeah, this is the Chilling Adventures of Salem. But it's you can see she's holding the card and it's of course Pokemon inspired. So I don't know if you could.
I am so obsessed with that cover. That is so cool.
It's called a Salemizard.
So
but
cute.
what was even cooler, was it came with a card.
I want that because that's so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Stadium Comics. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, Stadium. Yeah. So cool.
That is so awesome.
I just thought that was really cool. Because I like thought about getting it, and I was with Carlos while I was looking, and I was like, "You want this one, right? Because it's Pokemon." I really wanted it, but I was like, "Okay, if you say that you like I'll get it." Yeah, it's a newer one. That I think it might have been through just exclusive through Stadium, which oh my god, their exclusives are so good.
Are they the one who did the one that you and I both were like, we need this, and we both missed out on the Scarlet Witch?
The Sabrina Scarlet Witch? Yeah, I think so.
God, that was a gorgeous cover.
I have so much regret about that.
Same. I
was too slow, and then I was like, I don't need it, and I don't want to spend money. Now I'm like crying that I don't have it.
Right.
But it's okay. And then the last one is I think this is not even a variant, to be honest, but I just ordered it because it was there on like normal price and I wanted a nice copy. But I got the new one of the first issue of the new Gargoyles run. Which did you ever watch that, Haley?
No, I didn't. So
yeah,
I am like on an island by myself because that dropped and everyone was like freaking out and having like such nostalgia for it. And I
used to watch it. I was talking about it with Carlos, and I was like, did you watch it? And he's like, yeah. But both of us like we can't even remember what actually it was like about or anything. But I think it's on Disney Plus, so I kind of want to rewatch it. And then I have some of the original comics that probably came out in the 90s. So I kind of want to just like dive back into it because I remember like really loving it as a kid. So I hope I would still love it. But that was what I got from Stadium. It's up to you if you want to go because I still have more, but you can share if you want.
Yeah, I still have like 2 gifts. So one I actually just like opened up right before that, like this this morning.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, no, because it came in the mail and I just like, I haven't opened all of like the packages I've received. And it's from my friend Chris, and he went to New York Comic Con and we had talked, and he was just such a sweetheart and said that he would get a comic signed for me. And then he added some
Ooh.
other things in it, and it was such a beautiful surprise. So in it was Vision and the Scarlet Witch, but it was like the whole like set. So 1, 2, I think I was missing 3.
Wow.
And
Yeah, those are great.
4, the limited series.
Nice.
So I'm so excited to add this to like my Vision and Scarlet Witch collection.
Aww, so nice.
So the big thing that I like freaked out about that we talked about is that he got Inferno signed for me by Jonathan Hickman. So I now own a Hickman signature in my collection, and it is one of my most prized possessions now. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, he was supposed to be at C2E2 and then got COVID. And so, and I was thinking about going to New York Comic Con and I couldn't make it. And so he was able to get the signature for me. So I'm so happy. I'm going to have to immediately like DM him.
Yeah, I wonder if he's, I don't know if anybody knows if he's coming to one in Chicago, like in because I think we have C2E2 in like end of March.
Yeah, but MegaCon, the Miami one, is happening
the
same weekend. So a lot of people, at least that I've talked to in the community, are not going to C2E2. They're going to MegaCon. I'll be at C2E2. It's
me too.
Weekend right before my birthday. So it ends April 2nd. My birthday is April 5th. So like I'm going to use that as an excuse to like just buy stuff. I'll be like, it's for my birthday.
Exactly.
Yes, you definitely need to read the Vision and Scarlet Witch run. They're really fun. Thanks, Regin. And the other 2 comics that he sent was Nova #1, which I'm really excited about. I love all the like Young Avengers series and all the younger characters. So I'm excited for Sam Alexander. And then this I thought was really amazing because I don't have this. And you know me, I'm always collecting Miss Marvel. So Miss Marvel issue 12. I think this is like a harder variant to find. I haven't seen this in the wild. I wonder who the artist is.
Which Miss Marvel series? I know there's like 3.
Yeah, let me pull it out. I don't want to get the...
Let's see.
Oh, it doesn't say who the artist is. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the G. Willow Wilson run, and the artist is I think the cover artist, it says, Cameron Stewart. I'm not familiar, but...
I don't think so either. I love it.
Yeah, I really like it. I love that she's just like chilling.
Yeah, super
eating
cute.
a gyro on the balcony. That's awesome. So I was really excited about that. And this actually, I'll just show this really quickly. If you guys know that I'm on Nearing Nirvana Comic Book Women Market Report every Tuesday, we did like a huge Secret Santa show, and we did a Secret Santa, and what was hilarious is that my Secret Santa didn't realize there was a limit, so he ended up like sending me a whole bunch of stuff, and it was really wild. I was like, this is crazy. But like the highlight of the package for me was Spider-Gwen at 9.6. I'm really excited about this. I opened the package. I was like, what? And thankfully it was like it was before I sent my package out for a Secret Santa. I was like, I'm going to add more things to this. There's no way I'm opening this up on screen. And like,
yeah.
So it was so funny. But everyone in the chat, or everyone on like Nearing Nirvana was like, what? And Joe was like, yeah, I didn't read our chat. So I just.
Yeah, that was funny.
And that was from Red Hood Comics. He's such a great person. John, yeah, I haven't read the Poison Ivy.
I haven't either. I have a
run. I bought a bunch of the issues because I've heard it's like people's like favorite comic of like 2022 was on some best lists. And I think you made an Instagram post where you even mentioned it in like your highlights of 2022. So I'm really excited because I love her writing, and I wanted to collect a bunch of issues and kind of just binge it.
Yes.
So yeah. Well, I will let you show a few more of your pickups, and then I think the last things I have are the Barnes & Noble sale books that I bought. And
okay, yeah, this is just my last couple. So as I think Haley mentioned, I went to the comic store this week because I was working downtown at one of my, and then so I was really close to one of my favorite ones, Graham Cracker in the Loop. So I picked up a couple. First, because I haven't comic shopped in a while. So the first thing I got was Happy Horror Days.
Oh, I love that. That's really cute. I really like that.
Yeah. So yeah, Archie does a lot of like horror comics, which I think is really fun for people that like if you don't think you're gonna like the original series but you love horror, like this is perfect. I don't know too much about the actual story because I actually didn't get a chance to read since I just bought it. But yeah, just a Christmas story, and it looks like Jughead might be like a werewolf, which makes sense, or maybe he is, maybe he's not. I don't know. But really fun. I really like this variant in specifically. Then, I don't read a lot of Superman, but I had to get this because it's a variant by Dan Parent, who is. Oh, hey Justin.
Hi Justin.
Yeah, happy Sunday. Because I could spot Dan Parent's like art from a mile away, so I was looking at him like that looks like. Plus, if you look like this is a very Archie thing, so I thought that was adorable, and I was like, okay, well, I was flipping through, I was like, well, it looks good anyway. I'll read it. But I really wanted this one, and I could see myself actually bringing this one. If Dan Parent usually comes to every C2E2, but now that you mentioned, maybe he won't because who knows if he'll go to the other convention. But yeah, like I was really excited about that one. Okay, and then I've been wanting this one. I actually can't remember if this is is this recent? Yes, this is recent. Okay.
Oh.
Crazy Zulo.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know that was a thing. That is so cute.
Yeah, I was looking at my comic shop, the website, and I was looking through like all what her variants were because I need more. And I actually saw that I was planning on ordering this one, but then I actually saw it like in the store, and I was like, okay, I'll just get this. And it's like I love her covers so much. She does a lot of work with Marvel and DC, as you could also see. So yeah, I really thought that was cute, and it's the origin of Marvel Comics, and it's all like the older original comics. I think there's
that's really cool.
It says, yeah, these are the ones that the first issues of like Amazing Spider-Man and X-Men. Yeah.
I love that.
So that's actually gonna be really fun to
cover, and then you get all of the like old school comics.
Yeah. So actually that'll be really fun to read. It's pretty thick.
Thanks, lady. Fantastic.
Yeah, thanks,
Caroline.
Yeah, that was that. Is the Hulk a big?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, she likes doing that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, she does a lot of like she came out with I feel like someone. Oh, I didn't Jen get one that was a Chrissy Zulo on I want that one too. But it's hey Sarah.
Good morning.
That one was really cool too because that's where she had like the X-Men, but it was like also the cat. So she likes doing that. But yeah, that's everything I think. Yes.
And then I don't know who else went to this, but Barnes & Noble, I think it was like the day after Christmas or a couple. Yeah, I think it was like the day after Christmas. They have their 50% off all hardcovers and what was it? And board games. So I went and oh my goodness. Well, what's hilarious is so I'm not a huge board game but not because I don't like board games, but mostly because I'm like I never really have people to like play with. Like I don't know, I'm starting to do board game nights now with like my friend groups. But my boyfriend's really into board games, and one of the things because I was walking around, I was like, what's calling to me? I find the most ridiculous board game, but like very suiting for me. There was this like beautiful like white box, and it was called Fog of Love, and it's a romantic comedy board game.
I love that so
And
much.
it's looked really cool. I looked it up and it had a bunch of awards. So I ended up picking it up. I played it for the first time this past weekend with him because it's like a 1v1. You basically do like all these different chapters, and then you are kind of like role playing. Like you have to kind of lean into storytelling while you do it, because you build out a character essentially. You pick up like trait cards, and you have destiny cards, and you're like kind of trying to fulfill like your satisfaction within the relationship. So you have to like, you'll put down like little chips of like, do you pick A, B, or C? And then you show each other at the same time whether or not you've picked, and you have to kind of pick the choice that your own character would be, but you have to story tell while you do it. So you're like, well, and it was just really cool. We played, and it's like an hour and a half kind of game. So fun. And it was a good time, and you can play with friends. Like, I think it would be really fun to actually play with like a friend too. So
I'll play with you.
Yes. You would. I think you would love it. It would be so funny to do that. Like, I think.
Oh my god, yeah. Although, also when you're done with showing, I totally forgot about the game that I got. It's behind me. I forgot. So when you're done with that, yeah.
You're welcome, Rachel. Have fun at Barnes and Noble. Hey, Brother Jen Comics.
Hey. I know we need to go back to Barnes and Noble.
Yes, we really do. So outside of the board game, I got Human Target. Yes. So Candace had picked this up, and so
I haven't read it yet.
Story of our lives.
It's so cool though. That like it's a beautiful hardcover, and then you look inside, it's just as beautiful. Oh.
So I think that's like what got me is that. So I have single issues of this, but I don't have them like in order. Like I feel like I'm missing like a few of the single issues. And I love Tom King, and it's Greg Smallwood. Yes, everyone's been talking about Human Target too.
We have to read it then.
Yeah, it's definitely on our list. Okay, same Justin.
You read this, I think, right, Justin? I think so.
It is so good. And DC does fantastic hardcovers. Like that's the thing that I realized is like with DC, they really beat out Marvel, I think, in terms of just like
I think so.
Their hardcover. So I'm really excited. And it was like 50% off. So I was like debating it. I have a couple of the single issues. His Vision run is absolutely fantastic.
I haven't read that yet. I know you've talked about it a lot, but that one, one of my favorites. Really good.
So good. And Lady Fantastic, you had asked if I read Wonder Woman Historia. I bought the first two, and then I waited for the third one. So I just picked up the third, I think is the final issue. And so I'm excited to really sit with it, and I want to read it all together. I feel like Human Target was on a lot of people's list. So and
I honestly don't know a lot about it either, so I think it'll be fun just diving in and not knowing a lot.
That's a good choice, I think. Then Justin and Victoria often talked about Wonder Woman Dead Earth, and so I was really excited. I actually got to meet Daniel Warren Johnson. I went to a holiday party in December, and I got to hang out with him, and he is like the coolest person. We like really bonded over like Chicago, and like just like growing up in Chicago, and he moved here I think like 10 years ago. So him and his wife are just like super fantastic people, and he was so kind because we were talking about Wonder Woman Dead Earth too a little bit, and he was like, well, if you have a copy, just drop it off at like Challengers. And he was like, I'll come and like do a little sketch in it. And I was like, so I'm so excited. Cool. And I got the leather variant for the second one, but I didn't get it for the third because I thought the artwork on the third it was just gorgeous. Like, so I was like, I just need one leather, and then I got the other variants.
I don't think I've seen the leather ones.
Yeah,
I have to look that up.
They are really, really cool. Yeah. They're like fake, like faux leather.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I actually started reading this. I'm halfway through and it's fantastic. Like everyone said in the chat, it is so, so good. The art's amazing. The storytelling is amazing. So I was so pumped to get that. And then Monsters. Right. So I had seen this kind of like floating around on several people's like Instagrams. And then Angel from East Bay Comics like DM'd me and was like, this is amazing. It is like one of my favorite reads, period. And so I was walking through Barnes and Noble as I was actually like on my way, kind of like heading down to the cash register, and I saw this and I was like, oh, well, okay, I guess I have to buy it. Like, you know, it's such a thick book, but the artwork looks so really cool. Interesting.
I flipped through that when I was hanging out with you and it was, oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you gave it away. Oh, well, that's like such a sweet gift. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, Sarah. He worked on this for so long. Oh, I guess over 30 years. Neil Gaiman also blurbed it.
That's cool.
Which is really like that. Like, I was like, okay, yes. I have to get it. So I'm really excited to read that. There's so much reading that we have to do.
I know. I feel like every other thing I need to read this. I need to read this.
Constantly. So with that being said, let's dive into, I guess, our collecting goals for 2023.
Which we have many.
We really do. We broke it up into like 3 categories, like comic goals, book goals, and like toy goals, because of course now we both have like toy goals. So do you want to start off with your comic goals for collecting goals for 2023?
Yeah, I have quite a bit. And I have my notes, so it'll be a little all over the place. But first thing, actually, it's down here. 1 second.
Okay. I'm like about to spill my water everywhere. I have all these different drinks.
Same. Okay, so one of the first things I want to do, which everybody's gonna be kind of surprised that I haven't actually finished the entire run, but okay, I've read they have the Charmed comics, and I've been wanting to. I've read like the first season of this, because they're called seasons here, it's actually a continuation of the show that was by Zenescope, which I honestly don't read a lot of Zenescope because that's not really my thing. But they ended up doing a comic series, which, what year did this come out? Because the show ended in 2006, I believe.
Collect everything. I wish.
Yes. I need like another house. And
that
maybe...
is... I also agree with that goal, Carrie.
Yeah,
an old woman drowning in my TBR. Absolutely.
I can't remember what year this was, but yeah. So I've read like maybe because the first one is in like 4 volumes. So I think I actually read through it. Oh, thank you, Cakeworthy. Yeah. So I've read through like the first like season of this, like 4 volumes, but I haven't finished the whole thing. Like I'll stop and then I'll just like try rereading it because I forgot what happened, and then I end up like not finishing it, and like I don't know why. It just maybe because it's the interior is not my favorite, but I like reading because it's a Charmed like actual thing. A lot of their covers, like as you can see, are really nice, but it's the interior, which that's what I'm not really happy about, to be honest. I think that's why I've been like taking my time reading it. I think it got like slightly better, but it just like it doesn't look like the characters. Like if you guys read like the Buffy comics or things like that, it looks like them a lot, and I like that. But that's the one thing I'm like, but I really do want to like finish reading it because I actually I have all of the first season in like full trades, and then the second one I have all the issues. I collected the full issues. And then there's a whole Dynamite series that they ended up, because they canceled this one and they did do Dynamite. Oh, and it's also by Paul, how do you say it? Paul Ruditz? Who actually does all of the, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but he does like the pocket size books of, like little pocketbooks that, ones that of all the Charmed, like it was like extra episodes and stuff. But yeah, so I kind of want to rant with that. But yeah, and then okay, so John and Justin will appreciate this, but what I've been watching their Omni X-Men, which if you guys like X-Men or you're trying to get into X-Men, you should too. So shout out. But I've been really enjoying it. I haven't read. I'm still really new to X-Men. I would say, like, definitely compared to you. But they've been doing their show, and they also had me as a guest, which was really fun. We ended up reading issue that was about Dracula and the X-Men. Oh my god, it was so good. But one of my goals, of course, is just to keep sticking with that. Of course. Is to stick with it and actually, finish the full Omni. I'm reading it mostly digital, but I do have a couple issues. So yeah, that's gonna be really fun. In general, I'd like to read maybe like 50 trades. I'm sure that's doable, but I would like to like hold myself to that number because trades are a lot easier than reading actual books, but still like I float around with like I end up picking up things and then put it down and read something. I'm so all over the place. So
yeah,
I really
you
gotta
and me
stick
both.
with that. Okay, what else?
I also had on my 2023 goals like reading more collected editions because I feel like it's just like such a nice way to get through because you get really into the story and then you're not having to wait. And I'm finding that because I'm so behind on things that it's just like a nice way to also like catch up.
Exactly. And I feel like I've done this with so many things of where I have like all these single issues that I
feels
like
that way sometimes.
Exactly. Which is what I'm getting at was like basically I'll get all the single issues because I'm like I want to collect the run or I don't want to lose out on this cover or whatever, and then I'm like I should have just bought the trade because I still haven't even read it and the trade came out, Okay, so good morning, Happy New Year. So one of them, I think one of my bigger, I guess I don't know if it's a bigger goal, but I really want to get another Super Mario comic issue. I mean maybe the first one even. Maybe, which is a little bit more pricey, and I'm kind of scared that I'm kind of scared that it's gonna go up in price with the movie coming out, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So I really want to get another one of those because I last year I think I got the second issue and it was really cool. So I really want to collect more of those because I'm a big like Super Mario fan. I love playing the games and stuff. So and it was a fun issue to read. Okay. I also want. What was it? Oh yes,
the Nintendo loyalist.
The best. Yep. I really want to read more Katie Keene, actually I haven't read any Katie Keene. So what am I saying? I want to collect more Katie Keene and read it. Which I know, like, we both talked about that, and we both have issues now to read. So
yeah, we just like. We need like a little reading
it's a really
party.
fun character that I haven't been introduced as much, and she seems like a really cool character. So I really want to dive into that. I would do. Oh yes,
Same.
we've been talking about it. And I really want to get like we were saying the 80s issues because those I like better. And maybe there's like this little collected like trade. Like Archie does a lot of collected little trades that are like this small, and I want to get one that's Katie Keene. Okay, now this one is a really fun one. Got the love action. Wait, the love action super for Christmas. I'm not sure.
Oh, is that like the old school one? Are you talking about, Carrie? The like live action. There was like
live action. Sorry. Yes. I haven't seen the live action. I heard it's. Katie Keene. Yeah, you would probably like her. Sure. I've heard a lot about the live action. I heard not so good things, of course, but I actually really want to watch it anyway. Okay, so this was a really fun one that I came up with. So I'm gonna call myself out this year. I'm turning 30. And I thought it'd be cool to actually start collect like I'm sure I have some from the year I was born, which is 93. But I would really like to collect, like actually do research and find out what kinds of comics came out in 1993 and collect a bunch. I don't know. I think that just sounds really fun. And like things that, of course, I like, not just anything. But yeah, I thought that'd be a fun thing to just like pick some kind of category. Man, I could just keep so many. Okay, I'll do at least one more. So I really wanted to do one that was for manga because I read a lot of manga. So I read a lot of different series, but I've been really enjoying the Spy Family series.
Yeah.
And I bought a couple when I went to Barnes with you one time. Because oh my god, Barnes and Noble always has like the best manga like sections.
They do.
Especially one of the ones that we go to is, oh my god, so many. And they have Spy Family also has a show on Hulu that you could sorry. Yeah, I've been really enjoying the anime as well because I really like a lot of times then if you read manga, like they'll have a matching anime to go with it, either that the anime came first or whatnot. So it's kind of fun because it's very similar. Yes, I know you love manga too. So yeah, I would like to just catch up on that because I know I'm behind, and so that way I can like keep reading. watching the show.
I feel like that should be our mantra behind all our rating. Like
catch up. Just I know. I wrote a lot.
Yeah,
but I think that's.
Those are like your major comic book
my
goals?
major because I want to keep collecting, but then at the same time, like I want to kind of just even try to downsize on certain things, like read things so that if I don't end up liking it, just kind of like pass it along because that's the only problem is like wanting to collect and I'm like I need another short box.
That is really the problem.
So it's really good. I could actually read what I have and then go, okay, I don't need it. I don't like it.
That's so true. So like the top goal for me really is like read my comics. Because I collected so much at like I feel like I'm really fast paced last year. Like I was really excited and was like just discovering so many different characters and like wanting to dig into them. So I have a bunch of short boxes now and I feel like I want to actually like sit and read them. And so actually what Candace and I are going to do as part of like the Comic Bestie show to like really hold ourselves accountable this year to reading more of our comics is that instead of, doing like weekly pickups only, which I think we're actually trying to stay away from like doing weekly pickups.
Absolutely.
We are going to pick out some comics from our personal collection and showcase them on Comics Besties because we really have tons and tons of short boxes and we need to get through them. So
yes, exactly.
I'm excited to kind of do like a little back issue segment for our show.
I'm really excited about that.
Me too. So with that as well, a goal of mine is to keep my pull list down. There have been moments throughout the last year that my pull list was like 15, 16 books, especially as an X-Men reader. You're like, there's just so much. There's so much. And then there's the covers and the variants and the art gets me. So
the variants that get me definitely.
Yeah, I am really the rate of comic purchases is not really necessarily reflective of rate of comic consumption. Absolutely. Hi Silver Knight.
Hi.
So that's like kind of like my two kind of like goals that go hand in hand. That being said, in the same breath as I say all of that, my like collecting goals, I really want to collect more Gwenpool. She's a character that I've like really fallen in love with recently in the last couple of months. And so I just got her omnibus and I'm excited to read the omnibus. And then like, as I do that, kind of like figuring out which issues like I really loved reading, I really resonated with, and buying those as single issues rather than trying to collect a full run.
Yeah.
I do want her first appearance, but it's a little pricey.
Well, you never know.
Enjoy brunch, Sheena.
Yeah, enjoy.
Or not. Yeah. Enjoy brunch. I was like, misread that for a second.
Yeah.
I am lucky to read 40% of what I pick up. My pile of tomorrow keeps growing. Absolutely, Rob. I don't know how you trimmed your pull list down from 3 to way more than 3. It's so hard. There's so many good things that come out. I honestly had to stop. I always mix up like Sarah and
I know.
I was like, wait, I paused for a minute. Bye, Sarah.
Bye, Sarah.
yeah, I had to stop looking at like the weekly comics that were coming out because I wasn't reading quick enough. So I stopped looking
Yep,
at what
that's
was
one way to
coming
do
out.
it. I've definitely done that.
Yes. And was like, if I don't know, then like I can't be tempted. So
Yeah.
so collecting more Gwenpool, but reading through the Omni first and kind of then figuring out which issues I really want and her first appearance.
Yeah.
Another goal of mine is to read more Batgirl. Ever since I read Nightwing, I've been really intrigued by Batgirl. So I have been debating picking up, was it Batgirl Burnside? I think Babs Tarr was like the artist on that. And so that's like another Omni that I'm looking forward to maybe getting. Another goal. Catch up on X-Men. I have been catching up on X-Men for the last year. I am so far behind. It's ridiculous. And I want to read Immortal X-Men and X-Men Red. And I've heard fantastic things. And so it has been slowly killing me that I can't participate in the conversation. So I want to get back to a place where I can participate in the conversation because I know that it's going to be so good. It's just my attentions have been elsewhere. So this year is the year that I get back into X-Men.
Yes.
Hey Carrie.
Hey.
There is so much X content. It's really intimidating sometimes, but something with X-Men Red. Like I do have, I think, the trait of that, to be quite honest.
Ooh.
It's impossible to catch up. So not every X-Men book over the decades. I want to catch up with the current runs. So I was collecting, I honestly have like 2 or 3 short boxes, no lie, of just X-Men comics. And then 2 of them were dedicated to current X titles. Yeah, it's insane. So I have a good breakfast, Regent.
Thank you. Bye.
So that is definitely on it. Read East of West is also on my goal for this year. I have year 1 and year 2, and so I really want to get to that. And I want to finish my Dazzler run. So Candace and I are both collecting Dazzler, and I really want to finish the run. I want to read it all the way through. And last but not least, I want to, I think, invest in more hardcover editions. Like I've been really enjoying getting hardcovers rather than just like single issues. So I'm going to try to practice patience and wait for trades and hardcovers to come out and try to do that. I say that, and also it's not like I have bookshelf space. So I don't know where they're going. Dazzlers. Awesome. So those are my comic book goals, which is just so different from last year because I had like a lot of specific issues that I was hoping to collect and characters that I was hoping to add to my collection. And there's still a little bit of that, but not in a way that's like, I think, as specific. I really want to get more into like reading and cherishing everything that I purchased versus focusing so much on obtaining this year.
Yeah, 100%.
And then we have some book goals, like novel book goals, especially if we're going to be doing a little book club.
Yeah, definitely not as many as the comic ones though. You want me to dive into that? So I had very minimal with that because mine is, again, it's like a lot of like catching up on all these books I have, because a lot of times it's like, do I want to read a book or do I want to read a comic? And I'm such a mood reader, so it's like kind of hard sometimes. So then I'm like flip-flopping, and so first my goal is every year kind of changes. I always do like a Goodreads goal, which I realize I haven't set yet. And which if you are on Goodreads, feel free to follow so we can see what we were reading. So I want to do like the graphic novels with 50. I want to do at least 50 books. I think it's possible I might be able to do more than that. But I feel like that's a good place to like start, because I have, like comics, my shelf space shares with all the books too. And I feel like at this point, like I just obtained too much and I just need to like read through and like weed out what I don't do and don't want. Because I think at the end of the day, that's what I really want, is to just be able to have just a collection of the books that I really love instead of all like, I mean, it's fun having a library, like, ooh, what do I want to read? But it'd be nice to just be able to condense in that way. So I think that's. I'm trying to think if there.
I love Tolkien.
Nice. Trying to think if there was anything specific. Oh, actually, I just thought of one right on the spot. Um, so I'm really let's see for novels too. Yes, we were talking all about Harry Potter. Which, speaking of Harry Potter, the graphic designers for Harry Potter are called Mina Lima. It's these two designers, and they design a bunch of like. First of all, they did do some work on their own versions of the Harry Potter books in their illustration style, and they're really beautifully designed. But they also make like other books, like classics and things like that they've designed for. So I kind of want to get another one of those for sure. Because I really like. Well, first if they come out with another Harry Potter one, and then if they come out like I think so far I have like the Wizard of Oz from them, which is really cool, and they're like interactive books. Bye. Thanks for checking.
Thank you, Carrie.
Yeah, they're really interactive. You could like pull things out and like it's just gorgeous. So I just really want to read one of those, like get one of those. Otherwise, I feel like I don't have a lot except just like read.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just read. And since I mentioned I'm commuting a lot now this year, like having to go into the office, and I'm like on the train for like I don't know, like 40 minutes and stuff. And I just did that the other day and I got so much reading done. So I'm really hoping this actually having that designated time to read is going to just help me get through everything. And I also do like audiobook listening too. So that's another way to just get through more books and stuff too. But yeah, that's really all I had was I just need to read.
I feel that that is the same goal that I have. So I use a Storygraph instead of Goodreads. It's not owned by Amazon and it has more data to give you. And it's also free. You can get a pro account and then it adds even more data. But what I like about it is that it offers, in terms of, it's not just like breaks down the genres you read, but kind of like the feeling of it. Is it like an emotional, reflective, adventurous novel? Is it fast paced, medium paced, slow paced? And so it gives you all of that data for free, which is really great. And you can also log some graphic novels on there. You can log your ebooks or your audiobooks on there as well. Like you can go through format, and then it'll even break down at the end of the year like what format you were reading. And so I highly recommend Storygraph. I'm also on there, and if you're curious as to like if you wanted to follow me, just DM me because it's not under Shy Comic Girl. But my goal is 50 books as well. I think I'll probably pass it, to be quite honest. I'm hoping, because I've been in like a reading binge. I've been reading the Sarah J. Maas A Court of Thorns and Roses
I need to keep
series.
reading that.
It's honestly, get through the first book. Everything after that's amazing. And a little spicy. By Silver Night Kaya. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to just reading a lot more. I've been just in a reading groove, which honestly is why I haven't read a lot of comics, because I've been like Candace, I'm a mood reader. So it's like, okay, I'm reading a nonfiction book, and then I'm reading a romance, and I'm reading this fantasy series, and then I'm like, okay, wait, I need to get back to my comics. So Sarah J. Smut, absolutely. Especially this Court of, what is it, like Silver and Flames or something, the last book. Did
you already read that one too?
I'm almost done. I have
my god. Every time I see her, she's read the next book.
Oh yeah, no, they're like 600 pages. I've been them in like about 2 days.
Yeah, I need to get through that series because it was
I definitely want to talk to you about it.
Yes.
Do I count graphic novels as a regular book read? You know, I do log it in like my Storygraph as like a regular, like a regular book. I like consider it different than reading a novel, but it's still reading. And so I do count it. I don't count my single issues in my Storygraph. And so I don't often think of that as like I've read a whole book. But if I'm reading like the Human Target Volume 1, like that's like a book to me.
Yeah, same. I put manga in there as well.
Yeah. Drop in the chat what kind of books you've been reading lately. Yeah, that's the goal. Just finish 50 books this year. I think I'll be able to hit it. I'm already kind of like ahead of the curve. My
Nice.
story graph is telling me, which is great. And because I'm a mood reader, it's just kind of the books all over the place. And then if we were doing a little book club, I've also, and you guys can tell me in the chat what you think of this idea, but I've been playing around with the idea of, outside of Candace and I doing a book club, of creating some videos called Shy Comic Girl Gets Lit and doing a series on some of the books that I'm reading. If that is interesting to you guys, let me know in the chat, and I think I'll pursue that. If like no one's like, I don't want to hear about the books that you're reading. Then that's also totally okay. And then Candace and I will just continue to get coffee and I will rant about my books.
Yes.
And yeah, the last category that we have in terms of our goals are toy goals, which I didn't think I would have. That's something that's really new for me this year. Oh, thanks guys. Okay, I think I might do it. Thanks, Justin.
That's great.
I am not going to get lit before filming, but the lit stands for literature. So, yeah, no, that I don't want to. Oh my, can you imagine me just like getting drunk and then talking about Sarah J. Maas on?
That's hilarious.
That would be so funny. But yeah, toy goals. I didn't think I would have one. So Candace, you can start us off.
Sure. I had to really think about this because yeah, both me and my boyfriend, we both collect a lot of different things, like because he loves like art toys, and so do I, and like Funkos, and which now I think about it, one of mine has been for a while of like just trying to be very specific with any kind of Funko like that I get, because it's really hard. Like I'm sure you've learned this, Haley. It's like really hard to just want every Funko, and I've been collecting since like 2013 or 14, and I've had to like try to condense a little bit. And then
Candace has everything, by the way, guys. I'm like over here, really new to the Funko world, had no idea that she had so many, and was like, "Oh, this is super cute." She's like, "Oh, I have that." I'm like, "Oh, this is really cute. Oh, I have that." Oh, what about this? Absolutely.
Pro and con for sure. But yeah, just like being very specific. And then one thing, so this year is Disney 100. Oh my god, that's so, I didn't even think about that.
I do not need a Lego. No.
My goal was I just want to do more streams, Justin.
Yes, that I'm down.
And like build. I have a bunch of like Harry Potter sets that they were actually my original sets from when I was a kid when the movies came out. So I want to actually like build all of those, which I built at the time, but then I just wanted to redo them. Yeah. So okay, this year is the Disney 100, which I don't know if a lot of you heard of it, but it's 100 years of Disney being around.
Oh my god!
What?
That is so amazing.
Oh my god!
I want to meet Julie Wilson. So
yeah,
like I really hope that she goes to like a con one day or something. But I want to meet her.
So cool,
so badly.
So yeah, it's like basically the 100 years of Disney, like not even just like the theme parks, just Disney in general. So as being a big Disney fan, this is gonna be a good year. But the problem is that they're coming out with all these toys. I probably have sent a lot of them to Instagram, like for Haley, like, look, Haley, look at this.
She needs to stop, because all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna start collecting Disney? Absolutely.
It's not, it's Funko. It's like different, different toy companies and stuff. The Disney store that's online. Hi. So basically with all that said, I really want to get, I don't know what yet, because I don't know what's coming out, but I definitely want to acquire some things that are specifically for the Disney 100. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
And then kind of similar, I don't even think I told this to you, Haley. I was thinking about this because I was watching the video that Team Nerd Herd did, where they went to, like, recently they had a thing for like the holidays of going to different like comic stores and stuff, and they went to the Super 7 toy store in California. Ooh. Do you know that brand, Super 7?
Mm-mm.
So it's a really nice toy company. And I know there's some cool, and anime such is a whole other thing. I will say like if I would love one of the goal, not probably this year, but it's the goal in life is I really want one for Witch Hat Atelier.
Oh, I could totally,
I
yeah.
need that. But those are expensive. Anyway, so there's this toy company called Super 7, and I didn't, well, first of all, it was news to me that they actually had a brick and mortar store. So I really want to get, well, I mean, that'd be cool if I could actually go there, but I really want to get really like one of the big like Super 7 figures, that, or I'd be fine with just the smaller ones, and that are, but they're still pretty like, they're still up there. But they do a lot of Disney collabs, which you should
Ooh,
look
you're
up.
gonna have no. Should I? Should I look up?
But they have like they've done different series, so they've done like Alice in Wonderland, Pinocchio, and they're like kind of like Ramona flowers, where they have like the different hands, they have different faces.
Oh, that's so cool.
Or even like your Marvel, your Gwenpool one. Yeah.
My evil Gwenpool.
Exactly. So I want one of those.
Okay, we're gonna need to look these up like right after the show. Like now I'm curious.
Oh, and definitely we need to go. Okay, there's a couple things that I want. This I'm just thinking on the spot here. So first of all, I need to take you to a bunch of different toy stores in Chicago. We've been wanting to do this with.
It is a trap.
Candace
Candace
boyfriend
is a trap. Like we went to the toys. Like I went to my first ever toy show this past summer with Candace and her boyfriend Carlos, and like all of a sudden I'm like, I need everything. I need this Kingdom of Hearts toy.
No,
I need this
isn't it
Funko
fun, though?
Pop. I need this like action figure. It was so. Oh
Yeah,
my god!
yeah,
I spent so much money. I spent
Oh,
so much
same.
money.
Yeah,
It
if you
was
guys-
so dangerous.
If you guys are in the Chicago area, they do like a Chicago toy show. I think right now it's like 3 times. Thank you. It was like 3 times a year now, so I'm hoping we can go to some more.
Yeah, we definitely will, and I will be
and hit up some toy stores. But
so broke. No, Lady
Ooh.
Pin, absolutely cannot collect a new thing. Like we are
I know.
100% there. I collect books. I collect comics.
I collect way too many things.
Now, sometimes Funkos. I'm pretty good at restraining myself on Funkos, I will say. I collect fountain pens, and apparently some statues are going to happen.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm trying to see if there was anything else, but I don't have a lot of. Oh, it's very definitely. Yes,
absolutely. That's exactly how I felt. Was rip my wallet. Like it was like
it's so good though, because plus like they have comics there too. So thanks. They have comics there too. So we had a really fun time, like just like looking through the comics and everything, and we found some stuff, I'm sure. But yeah, I feel like that's. Oh, thank you. I mean, I definitely will be there. Hopefully it's not the same weekend as C2E2.
Gosh, I hope not. My wallet just can't withstand. They need to be at least several weeks apart. I need paychecks.
I hope so. I'm gonna have to find that out. But yeah, I think that's about. Oh, and I want to get another one of the Chrissy Zulos.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, I feel like that's it. Like I don't have a lot of like specific ones. Like I'm sure like just a lot of things are gonna come up, but I don't know, just being very, I guess, thoughtful about what I'm getting and adding to my collection.
I totally get that. My toy goals aren't really like crazy. I have like 3 main things that I want to collect this year, and one of them is like right within my reach. So to pair with my Spider-Gwen slab that I got gifted, I want to, because I've been wanting this for a really long time. I just like haven't pulled the trigger. Is the Spider-Gwen? I think it's like a Hot Toys, or like I forget. I think that might be the brand, but Spider-Gwen Sideshow. I think it's Spider-Gwen with Spider-Ham, and she has like all like these different like eyes and heads that you can pop on, and it comes with like a background, and it's just incredibly detailed. Like out of all of the Spider-Gwen Into the Spider-Verse toys, and it's pretty pricey. Though I will say my dad and I were talking on the phone yesterday, and he was like, well, someone's birthday is coming up. And I was like, my birthday's coming up. and he was like, well, it is pricey, but he was like, he'd like go half on it with me. So if I want to get it, he's like, I'll order it for you. So I'm just trying to find a good website to order from because it's sold out on like the Sideshow website. And so there's like other like third party retailers. So I think like that is very obtainable. That might happen really soon. I'm very, very, very excited.
I'll keep an eye out for you of like where to get the good one.
I'll send you some links and then you can maybe help me with it.
I'll let you know. I know a lot of those toy stores.
And then the brand that did this statue of Laura Kinney, they did Squirrel Girl and Miss Marvel. The Squirrel Girl's pretty pricey, to be honest. They both don't make them anymore. So like those are, you have to, again, like eBay or Mercari or whatever the case may be. But the Miss Marvel one is obtainable, and I obviously collect so much Miss Marvel that I really, really, really want that statue. And then last but not least, again, have been on the hunt for like over a year for this, is the Jinx League of Legends Funko Pop.
Right. We looked all over that toy show. We looked all over at C2E2. Like we've been looking for that.
And like, to be fair, I could find it online, but it's like $120. And I really don't want to pay $120 for a Funko Pop. Like I just don't know that I can do that. So I saw it at C2E2. I'm kind of sad that like I passed. So not last year, but the year prior, the year before, I had seen it for like, the guy was willing to give me a deal for like $80. And at that point I hadn't really like invested in like a lot of Funko Pops. I hadn't bought anything that was like expensive. Yeah. And I didn't realize how hard it would be to actually secure that one. So I was like, I'm not gonna spend $80 on a Funko Pop. And now I'm like, I really would have spent $80 on a Funko Pop because I can't find it anywhere for like less than $100. It's so frustrating. But you know, it's part of the hunt. So I'm hoping that over like through C2E2 or some toy shows or toy stores that we go to this year, I will be able to find it because I really enjoyed Arcane, the League of Legends TV show. It's on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, highly recommend. And I recently watched Riot Games Bridging the Rift, the documentary about the 5-part documentary about making that show, and it was really good, and it like reinvigorated my love for it. So I'm really excited. But those are my toy goals. I'm trying not to get too crazy. I don't have the space to keep buying statues. I already have to like swap out my Funko Pops. I feel that. No. I definitely am not parting. Is that the Bill Sinkovich? Ooh. I'm going through you want to downsize? If you're ever downsizing and you need people to buy things from you, DM a girl, because your collection is insane.
Yes. Cool stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, those are our goals for 2023. I'm excited to see what comes of all of our attempts to not acquire so much, but read. But thank you so much for joining us. This is so fun. I know that Candace and I are just like so excited to be back on YouTube, and we'll be doing bi-weekly shows. So you'll see us in 2 weeks on Sunday. So I think that would be, what date is that? So January 22nd. So I'm excited. And in that, we'll be going through some of our back issues. We want to showcase our collection. So in an effort to read more and to focus on not acquiring, but cherishing the collection we have, we're going to be highlighting comics in our collections. And we will also drop more news on the Legends and Lattes book club that will start with Comic Besties. And thanks for joining, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Have a good rest of your Sunday. Okay, there you go.
Ready?